Okay, no, I don't know. Everyone's like, are you gonna sing? I'm like, I don't know if you want that. So, all right, I've got a clicker thingy. This is my first time doing a talk like this. I would be much more comfortable if I just came up and sang opera for you, but it's all good. I'm so excited to be at NFT.NYC, and we're gonna answer this question: was Mozart the first generative artist? Let's go. Clicker. Yes and no. Thank you. I'm done. No, okay, sorry. So look, I'm Soula. I'm an opera singer, and I can't believe I'm here at NFT.NYC talking to you. And it's my honor to talk to you about a composer that has had a huge influence on my life. So I've been performing classical music since I was 5 years old. I was a flutist first, and then I became an opera singer when I was 14. Well, I should say I started studying. I didn't do my debut for a while, but my debut was with Mozart. And one of the things that Mozart has always done all my life is kick my butt and challenge me. So I want to talk to you a little bit about my relationship with him today. So I founded something called Living Opera during the pandemic when all the theaters shut down and my livelihood was canceled, maybe like some of you. It was a really tough moment, and I wanted to make a difference in my community. And so I founded Living Opera, and this was just sort of like a passion project, something that I was doing for fun. And in the earliest iterations, it was just me creating content for younger singers to try and encourage them and let them know that they could also do this career and avoid some of the pitfalls that I fell into. So that was what I started doing. But then when the pandemic happened, I quickly pivoted, and I met my CTO, Christos, who's there in the front row cheering me on. Hey, Christos! And learned about NFTs and generative art. And I started to feel that excitement that I felt when I started singing. And I was like, there's something here. There's something here, but I don't know yet how I'm supposed to fit into this. And I don't want to just bandwagon, jump on, and just say, yeah, I'm going to do NFTs. No, I was like, I need to find out if I can actually credibly come into this community and figure out what is the point of me, a classical musician, entering the NFT world. So before I get into that, I want to talk about who Mozart was. I mean, everybody here has heard the name, I guess, right? Can you wave at me? Yay, okay, at least a thumbs up, thank you. I'm looking into a sea right? So Mozart, he's probably the best known classical musician. And that's for good reason, and we're gonna get into some of those reasons at the very end. But he was prolific in every musical genre of his time, which is saying a lot because he had a lot of amazing artists in his time. He excelled in every form, and he did it with a lot of fun and spunk, and I really appreciate that. So I want to talk to you about, sorry, I've never used a clicker thingy. Okay, there I am. Musikalisches Würfelspiele. I will give you $1,000 if you can tell me what that means right now. You can't. Okay, saved $1,000, thank God. All right, so ein musikalisches Würfelspiele is the earliest example that we have of generative art. And I'm going to tell you a little bit how this works. So this looks like just kind of like two squares with a bunch of random numbers. Actually, it is 100 and, what do I have it here? 167, I believe, mini fragments of music. And the way it works is you take dice, you roll the dice, and depending on what you roll, you compose your own minuet. So any person can be a composer with this game, which is fascinating. But here's where it gets a little bit dicey. Yes, thank you for your laughs. I appreciate it. So this game was actually created in 1787. So for anybody who says generative art is like some dumb new thing, no. The origins are from 1787. Thank you very much. And these games were very popular in the 18th century. This is the best known version that we have, and it's the only kind of surviving version that we have. And it was attributed to Mozart, but it's not been authenticated as Mozart, so that's what makes it a little bit challenging for us to say, well, absolutely, Mozart was the first generative artist. Well, no, we don't actually know that for sure, but we do have some evidence that makes it quite compelling. First of all, this game is exceedingly complex, and for anybody who knows about Mozart and the kind of person that he was a smart cookie, like a literal Wunderkind. He started composing at the age of 5. He wrote his full-scale opera at the age of 12. I don't know what you were doing at 12, but I wasn't doing that. And he was a prolific writer, and just, you know, he was a genius. And so this game has a level of complexity, unlike any other version. And in fact, if you were to run all the iterations of this game, you'd need a literal supercomputer, because there are a quadrillion iterations when you actually run this through. So again, if anybody can like literally write out a quadrillion, I'll give you another $1,000. No? Okay, good. I can't. I actually can't. The theaters were shut down for 2 years, so like I can't give you $1,000. Anyway, so I think this was Mozart. Furthermore, when you sort of randomize the music and put it together, it just kind of sounds like him. So complexity, the sound, but also this was published a year after his death by his own publisher. A little shady. Oh, you're dead now. I'm going to publish this. Okay. But pretty sure this was Mozart. And this is a fascinating example of generative art. And when I discovered this game, it gave me the confidence to say, you know what, I think classical music belongs in this world. I'm just going to like step forward. We're going to believe that opera singers can also do NFTs. And it's just been really, really exciting. I want to leave you guys with a question today. Why? You know, why has Mozart endured as an artist? What is it about him? What is it about his music? And what is it about his character that we can take and just like grab for us today? And I think it's several things. First of all, near the end of his life, and by the way, he died at the age of 35, so not that old, he really started to question the status quo. He wanted to write music for any person. He didn't want to be stuck just writing for the emperor or writing the way the church says you can write. He wanted to write for anybody that wanted to come to the theater. And his final opera, The Magic Flute, has just gone all over the world. I've performed it. It's awesome. And it's really an example of this enduring thing that art has when it's done in the right spirit. And Mozart embodied that spirit, and this is a call to action for all of us today. And I am going to like literally get into my phone and get this quote right, because I don't want to misspeak, especially someone I admire as much as Mozart. All right. This is what Mozart said about genius. Neither a lofty degree of intelligence, nor imagination, nor both together go to the making of genius. Love, love, love. That is the soul of genius. And I think that's what we're all trying to achieve here. I think we're trying to create things that are going to be lasting, things that are true and beautiful. And I think that if we'll do it in this spirit, the spirit of genius, the soul of genius that Mozart spoke about, in love, it will endure. So that's my call to action for you today. And if anybody wants to talk to me about this, please come find me. I really, really want to build bridges in classical music with this community. We really need you, but I think that you need us too. I think that there is a kind of beauty in classical music unlike any other, and that's why I've dedicated my life to it. And I thank you today for your time, and if you're really nice, I might sing for you, but I'm not going to sing on this stage today. Thank you so much.